Ah. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Oh, today is more like house tour day. Is it Tuesday? I guess. House tour day. Yeah, I didn't go to any political meetings because there was none. I mean, in my calendar. Alright, so yeah, just did some chores here and there. Like putting some gas in my car and picking up, going to my mailbox, which is several miles away from here. Because where I live is quasi rural. So houses are quite sparsely located. Um, so they put all the mailbox in one spot. So that's kind of miles away. So uh, I picked up my mails. I do like once a week, typically Monday or Tuesday. Right. So yeah. And putting my scratched glasses where I dropped it, that kind of like transparent frame glasses. Yeah, I put in the repair shop. I mean, to replace the lens. So this is not a new glasses, but it's spare glasses that I put in my car. Kind of emergency glasses. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, why? It's a big topic today nowadays. So yeah, let's not miss this. Let's not miss this opportunity. Let's take advantage of opportunity to talk about race. All right. So I read some news articles about Jim Crow era, this history of civil rights movement, all that stuff. So there was civil war, right, between Confederate states and Union states in what year? I have no idea. I'm sorry. 1800, maybe mid 1800s. What was it? 1865 or something? I should know better, right? But my phone is charging, so maybe I should go grab it, huh? All right. Yeah. Yeah, Civil War year. You just pop up right away, right? Nowadays, the search engine, they're doing a fantastic job. Yeah, computer programmers, right? Yeah, I used to be a computer programmer. I'm very proud of my computer programming background. During President Lincoln's era, 1961, 1965. Okay, so yeah, I was not off. Right. Okay. I got it right somehow. And then after that, yeah, the Union soldier, they won. So how about the 13th Amendment, abolishing slavery, U.S. Constitution? What year was that? 1965. Okay. Secretary of Secretary of State William Seward proclaimed its adoption. That's the same Secretary of State Seward who purchased Alaska from Russia in 6 years ago. Not from today, but 6 years back, so 1859. That I know. Okay, which I learned from my Alaskan friends. Okay. So after that, so now African Americans became free men, right? Free men and women. And then southern states started adopting this Jim Crow laws, which is racial segregation law. Okay, and then this U.S. Supreme Court uh, case. Uh, what year was that? Late 1800s. I know that. So let's go to Jim Crow laws in Wikipedia. Uh, Plessy versus Ferguson, 1896. All right, Plessy versus Ferguson, U.S. Supreme Court laid out, separate but equal. So uh, they found Jim Crow laws constitutional, right? So I guess let's look at that kind of racial segregation issue. So why did African Americans disliked Jim Crow law, racial segregation? Because isn't it strange? Because African Americans love African Americans, and some of them do not like white people. So if whites and blacks are separated, why would African Americans object to that? Because many of them do not like white people, so they would stay away from white people anyway. So why is segregation, racial segregation, a bad thing? Let's think about that. Huh? Has anybody thought about that? Not what media feed you, because people in the media, some of them are very smart, but not all of them. Okay, um, there are a lot of false knowledge out there because journalists, some of them are very smart. I get it. Okay, but some of them are not. Okay, even in big media companies. Okay, so just because you saw something, you heard something in the television, it does not mean it's true. There's some line about that in what movie Shining. There's Jack Nicholson and his son, okay, and his wife. So his son said, "Oh, I saw it on TV." But Jack Nicholson said, "Huh, you saw it on TV, huh?" So I guess one answer. Okay, why don't you think about it? Okay, why African Americans back in those days and even still today, right? Why do they dislike the notion of racial segregation? Because not all, but some African Americans they don't like white people anyway. So why do they object to racial segregation then? I want to think about it. Okay, I give you like 5 minutes. Okay, so I just go take a break and then we'll discuss it together. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's Cartesian inquiry, right? Something that's taken for granted, we question it, right? Yeah, just Rene Descartes, Cartesian methodology, right? Yeah, his famous book, Discourse on Method, something like that. So there are many benefits of running for an election that I learned because I'm running for Alaska State Senate. I get out of trouble. I stay out of trouble. Okay, there's a huge benefit. Like I don't mess with ladies in like online dating site because if I do that, my campaign is over, right? If I drink and drive, my campaign is over, right? And if when somebody is mean to me, like on the road, on the highway, oh, you're the boss. Why? Because they're the voters. If I get elected, my constituents, my boss. So yeah, if they are, even if they are mean to me, oh, you're the boss. So yeah, so stay out of trouble. So I call that a success. Whether I win this election or not, that's irrelevant. I'm having fun, meeting wonderful people, and learning a lot. I call that a success. So I keep on running. So, what would be some answers? Yeah, there could be several answers, right? Back in the days, okay, so slavery was over, right? So white people, Southerners, yeah, the descendants of Confederate generals, okay, Confederate army, Confederate states, yeah, they were still fighting, okay, yeah, racial segregation, okay. Why did they do that? We'll think about it too. Okay, why don't you think about it? Okay, come up with some answers. Why did white people in South Confederate states? But I want you to think about it. Okay, as opposed to giving out automatic answer because that's not your thinking. That's what other people fed you in the media, books, movies. That's what other people thought. I want you to think about it, okay, on your own. Like yeah, Rene Descartes, French philosopher, cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I exist. If you do not think, then your intellectual soul doesn't exist because you're just observing what other people say like a sponge, and we discourage that in humanology. Okay, we want you to be your own thinker, right? So, yeah, think outside the box, kinda. All right. So let's answer that first. Okay. No. Yeah. Well, it's kind of combined answer. Okay. So first question: why did African Americans object to racial segregation? Why? And why did white people advocate for racial segregation? One very easy answer. I mean, I'm not saying it's the right answer. It's not what I think, but what can be uh, an easy response would be this. Because white people hate black people and black people love white people. That's why black people want to be with white people, mix with white people, but white people hate black people. That's why they want to separate. They kind of run away from black people. Okay, that's one easy explanation. But that's not quite true, is it? I mean, we are not talking about today. We are talking about the late 1800s and early 1900s in America, southern states. Okay, that's the time and space we are talking about. Yeah, Jim Crow era, Jim Crow. Okay, racial segregation. It's possible that some southern white people they may hate black people because they used to be their slaves, but now they are free, so they don't see them as equals, so they want to stay away from them. Or maybe they wanted to protect their daughters, white daughters, from black guys, because if they marry and have children, their children will not be white. So there will be less and less white people as black people and white people mix. Look at President Barack Obama. His father was black, his mother was white. President Barack Obama, nobody say he's half white, half black. Everybody see him as a black person. Okay, so that's what happens when black person marry white person. Their children, not exactly black though, light brown. Look at President Obama. He's not black. He's brown, mixed race. Okay, his skin tone is just like mine. I'm Asian. Okay, I'm purely 100% Asian, but I'm brown. Okay, because we Asians, we are neither black nor white. We are kind of brown, just like Hispanics, natives, Northern Indian, South Asia. There's Northern Indian, Southern Indian. Southern Indians, they have very dark skin. Okay, but Northern Indians are kind of like me, brown. Okay, and also in New Zealand, Australia, the natives, they have very dark skin. Okay, and some Pacific islanders, some of them have very dark skin. Okay, and but when it comes to Hispanics, I haven't seen very dark skinned Hispanic before. They are mostly brown. Okay. So. How about white people? They are not exactly white. Some of them are, right? But some white people, Caucasians, have very red skin, or pink skin, orange skin, or yellow skin, or brown skin. Some Caucasians, okay? This is the whole spectrum in Asia. Some Asians have very pale white skin. Some Asians, especially some females, males too, actually, okay? Yeah, some Asian males have very pale white skin. Some Asians have quite dark brown skin. But most Asians, they're just like me, kind of medium brown, right? So, yeah. Now, we'll take a break very soon, okay? But let's keep moving. So, because it's very interesting discussion, race, right? Very difficult to talk about. It's a challenge, intellectual challenge too. But we humanologists, we meet the challenge because we're independent thinkers, deep thinkers, right? Yeah. We're not some ideological followers or parakeets. No, we think on our own, right? So many times we are alone with God, and to me, you are the gods. People, God. There's one way to think about God. Okay, yeah. Why? Because I cannot control people, just like I cannot control God. Okay, so yeah. Uncontrollability. God, people, common denominator. That's humanological theology. Okay, so yeah, I digress a lot because I'm relaxed. Okay, we don't have fixed agenda. We just anything goes. Okay, yeah. Welcome to humanology. Okay, so so racial segregation era, okay, Jim Crow era, late 1800s, like post Civil War and post 13th Amendment, abolition of slavery, okay, until like more or less mid 1900s. I think it was 1965 when Jim Crow laws were abolished. 1965, like civil rights movement, right? Yeah. Probably that's the Civil Rights Act, I guess, right? 1965. 65. Let me look it up. I'm not good at memorizing the years. Brown versus Board of Education. Yeah, that's 1954. So they kind of overturned that Plessy. What's the name? I'm not good at memorizing case names. Plessy versus Ferguson. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm a lawyer, so I should know better, right? Yeah, but law, law school, legal education is not about memorization, actually. Okay. Yeah, it's about more or less about logic. Okay. Yeah, Justice Holmes, he didn't quite agree with that, but in some of his sayings, but he said something else too about logic. Okay. He was not against logic, right? So, where's civil rights movement? Civil Rights Act of 1964. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of Jim Crow era, I guess. Because federal law, this what's that doctrine? Federal preemption doctrine. Okay. Yeah, if federal law and state law conflict, then federal law wins. That's the something like preemption doctrine. So federal. Okay. So it's time to take a break. Okay. So fourth question: why did African Americans in Jim Crow era opposed racial segregation, and why did Caucasian Americans in late 1800s, early 1900s, why did they in the South, southern states, why did they advocate for racial segregation? Right. So those are the questions, and we came up with some answers, but probably there's some more to that, right? Yeah. I'm thinking of one more reason, right? Yeah, let's keep thinking about all different reasons why that was so, right? Because we're trying to understand history. Okay. I'm drinking whiskey. All right. So. Okay. We'll take a break. How about I put it right here? Not quite stable. There we go. So, um, did you come up with a better answer? I'm sure. I mean, even if your answer is different from mine, I didn't get it. This fruit fly. It will come at me again. I mean, it will come at this vodka. I mean, whiskey again because fruit flies they love alcohol. Why? You know what gathers fruit fly? Rotten fruits. So this bacteria they digest this sugar in fruits and it become alcohol and that's what attracts fruit fly, rotten fruits. Yeah, they're drinkers. Okay. So I have this whiskey, so it will come at this whiskey again, so then I will catch it. My martial arts sucks, okay. I cannot even catch this fruit fly, okay. I cannot even fend off these mosquitoes sometimes. Fruit flies, man, they not easy to catch. Yeah, my martial arts isn't that good, okay. I just like doing it. Alright. So one answer is money. Alright. Uh so yeah, slavery it's labor exploitation, okay? And that's it's not about race, alright? People who think slavery is all about race, uh, they're ignorant of history, world history, right? Labor exploitation, that's happening even today. Minimum wage workers, okay? So some liberalists, I don't want to call them liberals because that's disrespectful, right? Condemnatory, pejorative, okay? I rather call them liberalists because there's nothing wrong with being liberal, okay? They have their opinion. I mean, we conservatives disagree with them, but there's nothing wrong with being liberalists. They are exercising their freedom of thought and ideas, right? Yeah, we have to respect that, right? Yeah. So, I mean, when they call us, oh, conserves, liberals, let's pay some respect, okay? Conservatives, liberalists, okay? Put some more letters there, okay, in the word so that it's more difficult to pronounce. More energy, like saying please, okay? Out of respect, okay? Using more copium, more energy, more effort, alright? To show respect. Copium transfer, okay? I suffer because I have to pronounce these extra characters and phonemes and syllables, liberalists, instead of saying liberals. Yeah, it's more copium from me to them, the leftists, Democrats, liberalists, okay? So, copium transfer, okay? If I ever become the president of the United States, I will do only one term. Then I will apply for jobs in universities to become a professor. Okay, it will be one-man department of humanology. Okay, I would refuse to be on the psychology department because humanology is not psychology. Okay, it's radically different approach methodology. Okay, so I'll send letters to all these different universities, okay? Hey, I'm not asking much. Just give me one department, one man department. I don't need secretary, I don't need assistant, okay? Just pay me the salary, okay? And doesn't have to be too much, okay? Maybe $70,000 a year. Even depending on what town that is, okay? But I what I need is I need 1 acre lot and 3 bedroom house. That's what I need. Okay, so to pay the mortgage in that locality, yeah, whatever it takes, maybe $80,000, $70,000, whatever. But I have to have my own department of humanology. It will not be part of some other department. Okay, so that will be my asking price. Then I become professor there, right? After I become the president of the United States, after one term, okay, that will be my job application. Just fantasizing, right? All right, whatever. Now, where are we? Yeah, it's money. Okay, so yeah, but labor exploitation it minimum wage. Okay, some liberalists think this minimum wage should go up because this labor exploitation is not fair. Yeah, that does have some understandable understandable points there. Okay, so uh, I want some more whiskey. Okay, so it's very complex issue. Okay, segregation. That's why nobody got it yet. Nobody got it right yet. Okay, why? Because they are not us. They are not humanologists. Okay, they don't understand human nature, human desire. They don't understand science, nature out there. So, in biology, ecology, it's food pyramid. Okay, at the bottom level you have objects. Next, plants. Next, plant eating animals. Next, animal eating animals. Next, humans. In humanological hierarchy, you go further. So that's the physical level. We go to metaphysical level too. So you have humans. Above that, ideologies. Above that, angels. Above that, God. Where is Jesus? Saints, Confucius. Maybe halfway between human and angel, or between angel and God. No matter what you believe in, okay. No matter what your religion is, okay. That's something up there, okay? Yeah. Because those Homo sapiens, like Jesus, Confucius, Buddha, they give birth to ideologies, so they are above ideological level. All right, because they give birth to ideologies. They're like God's messengers. Okay, they're kind of like angel level, right? So, but in science, biology, ecology, okay, let's bring us down to the ground, down to earth. Okay, in science, okay, science only deal with this physical level. Okay, but human knowledge we go beyond. We go to deal with metaphysical level, like ideologies, angels, God. Okay, like go to saints, right? We deal with that. More on that later. Okay. If I don't get elected, then we'll talk about that. Okay. So there's higher advanced humanology. Okay, so nowadays I cannot do that. Okay, why? Too busy campaigning, right? Yeah, so that's my backup plan. Okay, I will have fun either way. All right, if I get elected, I will have fun saving the world. Alaska don't need to be saved. This town do not need to be saved. They are already doing very well. There's no riot, no violence. Well, there's some crimes, but Alaska, yeah, there's no coronavirus, there's no violence. Alaska has no problem. Okay, so they don't quite need me actually, right? That's why I'm okay with anybody getting reelected because or elected because they don't quite need me. Okay, because they don't need a savior. They're already saved. Alaska has no problem, okay, not that much compared to other states, okay. Yeah, they really don't need my public service, to be honest, because they're doing well, okay. Yeah. Anyway, so but if they want to be entertained, if they want to see me on TV or newspapers more often, oh yeah, then they will be entertained. I guarantee them. If you're Alaskan, I guarantee you, yeah, we'll have big parties. Okay, it's gonna be fun. Then yeah, they can vote for me and they will be entertained, guaranteed. All right. So I perform background. Okay, so I can entertain people. Right. Now, uh, where were we? Yeah, money, right? Labor exploitation. Okay, yeah, we gotta step back. Okay, yeah, economics and also ecology, biology, nature, animal, plants. Okay, pyramid. That's just how it is, right? Because Greeks they love this geometrical object, triangle. Because it's very stable, right? Look at the mountain, triangular, like pyramidal shape, right? Yeah, it's stable structure, and that's the in nature that's the equilibrium point, all right? If it's not triangular, yeah, species die, they go extinct, like dinosaur. Dinosaur, why did they go extinct? Because they are too big. So predators, okay, if they are too big, like dinosaurs, okay, food they die of starvation because they are not enough food. They just eat everything, right? Because they are too big. Dinosaur. That's why they go extinct. That's why they went extinct. Because the lower level plants of water, air, it cannot support these big animals like dinosaurs. Okay, that's why they went extinct. Okay, scientists, yeah, they don't quite get it. Okay, but we do. Why? We are just smarter than them, right? We are smarter than all of them combined. Doctors, scientists, PhDs, MDs. Oh, we are smarter than they are. All of them combined. Okay, so am I being arrogant? I'd rather say, "Oh, hey, I'm just stating the facts." Oh, you are even more arrogant. Yeah, so what? I'm drunk, okay? Yeah. Oh, that's your excuse for everything, isn't it? Nowadays, coronavirus, that's excuse for everything, right? Or Black Lives Matter. Yeah, racism, that's excuse for everything, right? Maybe I'm not that different from those people that I criticize. Yeah, we're all the same, right? We're all the same. Yeah. I, yeah, like Jesus said, okay, do not judge people. I agree. We agree, right? Yeah. We only judge ideologies. We don't judge people. We're all the same. Just using different ideologies, different names, and different nouns, but in essence, it's the same thing, right? Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes, okay? Yeah. I need some for us. Alright. All right. So you know, I'm not exactly elitist. Okay, I tried to be an elite, but I failed because it's just not my lifestyle. I'm laid back, more creative side. Okay, I don't like all those homeworks. Okay, so I dropped out of many times. Okay, more laid back. Okay, so but we are better than elites. Okay, we are humanologists. We know how to relax. We know how to enjoy. We know how to just sit back and think about things on our own. So we are better than the elites. Our knowledge is a lot better because we are creative individuals. Okay. So let's talk about some K-pop. Okay. We'll get back to this race issue later. All right. Let's take a break from that. All right. Because we know how to relax. That's important. How to take a break, enjoy life. All right. It's not about work. No, forget about that. We know how to relax. Okay. So yeah, BTS 방탄소년단, right? Can rhyme very nicely in Korean language. Yeah, 방탄 with ng, that means like corrupt, self-indulgent. Okay, but 방탄, I looked it up. It's been a while. Okay, 방탄 means bulletproof. So 방탄소년단 in English translation is like bulletproof boys. Okay, yeah. So I had to look it up. It's been a long time. Yeah, they're handsome boys, right? Yeah, 100% Korean, Asian. Very handsome, yeah. Pretty boys, right? And also there are some other Korean all boys band. Okay, most likely modeled after this African American or Caucasian American, right? Yeah, you have Temptation, you have Earth, Wind and Fire, African American all boy band group, right? And then you have all Caucasian boy band group like Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block, right? And of course British Caucasian boy band, the Beatles, American all boy Caucasian band, yeah, Beach Boys, blah blah blah, right? Yeah. So yeah, 방탄소년단, BTS, and then you have the Big Bang, right? And then you have of course Taeji Boys, Seo Boys, right? Yeah, kind of most likely influenced by this Beastie Boys. That would be my guess. Okay, because some of their songs were heavily influenced by Beastie Boys, the Sabotage. Some of their songs. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention. Okay, so yeah, why did I mention that? What's the connection to all this race issue? None. Because I have Korean friends, okay, so sometimes I email to them back and forth, and so it just came out, okay, Korean band. Now, let's get back to race issue. Uh, where were we? Money, okay. Yeah, ecology, right? So yeah, if this predator, these herbivores, dinosaurs, some dinosaur were herbivores, some dinosaur like tyrannosaur, it was carnivore, right? But they were too big, so the food run out. Okay, so they go extinct. Okay, so that's better explanation than this what comet, this big Kaisto, this extraterrestrial, this iridium cloud blocking the sun. So ice age. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, they were just too big. Okay. Too big to fail? No, they failed because they were too big. Okay, so there's just not enough food for these big animals. Okay. So they downsized. Herbivores, carnivores, a lot smaller than dinosaurs. Okay, so and it proved successful evolutionary strategy. Okay, so yeah, that's still today. Crocodile, elephants, but mammoth, most likely it was too big, right? So they downsized. Okay, mammoth used to be in Alaska too. Okay, in Canada, right? I don't know about Greenland. I don't know about Siberia, but in Alaska, yeah, there were mammoths. Okay, so yeah, they failed because they were too big. Okay, that's how empires always fail. Empire doesn't last very long. British Empire, right? The empire where sun never sets because they have colonies everywhere, right? They have India, China, like Hong Kong, and South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and America, Canada, yeah, all around the world, right? Europe, okay, yeah, it didn't last very long, okay, because they were too big, okay, just like dinosaur. The last empire in Europe was Hitler, Nazi, Germany, okay, didn't last very long. Yeah, before that, yeah, Napoleon in French, or Genghis Khan in Mongolia in Asia, right? Didn't last very long. Okay, all these empires like Roman Empire, Greco-Roman Empire, like Egyptian Empire, like you have in Egypt you have Ramses, right? Or in Babylonian Empire you have something like Nebuchadnezzar. In Iranian Persian Empire you have Cyrus, right? Greek Empire you have Xerxes or Alexander the Great, right? Yeah, they don't last very long because they're too big. Okay, too big to sustain, right? Yeah, just like dinosaurs, yeah, they go down, they go extinct. All right. Yeah, the last empire in the Western tradition. That's Hitler. Okay, Germany. Being very skippy. Okay, so it means it may crash. So okay, so I don't lose any footage. Okay, so we'll stop and restart. Okay.